He wanted an adventure. That's how all of this started. Aaron was my closest friend, the kind of person who couldn't sit still, always chasing something new, something dangerous, something that made him feel alive. Usted tosa, you'll never understand what the world hides unless you walk into the dark. I thought it was just his way of sounding poetic, but when he found a post online about a place called the Silent Stretch, a highway that bends time and memory, he couldn't resist. I told him it was an urban myth. People said if you drove it after midnight, you might see another version of yourself coming from the opposite direction. It sounded like campfire nonsense. But Aaron believed every word. He said we'd document the whole thing for his small YouTube adventure channel. Just two friends chasing a story before the world forgot about them. I wish I'd stopped him. When we found the road, it didn't even look real. It started where the map ended. A thin strip of perfect asphalt, cutting through a sea of dead grass. The night sky above it was so still, it felt fake, like a painting too calm to exist. The air was dry and heavy, the kind that makes your ears ring. And yet, Aaron smiled like a kid. "This is it," he whispered, starting the engine. "The adventure we've been waiting for." We began the drive at exactly 12:07 a.m. The camera recorded every second. The road stretched endlessly. No curves, no lights, just black ahead and black behind. I remember checking my phone. No signal. Even the GPS kept flickering, jumping coordinates like it was losing its mind. An hour passed. Then two. No towns, no signs, no sound but the hum of tires. My nerves started to crack. I told him we should turn around. But when we did, the road behind us looked identical. Not like we'd come back the same way, but like we'd never moved at all. Aaron laughed nervously, muttering something about optical illusions. But then he went quiet, because ahead of us, another car appeared. Headlights, same brightness, same speed. It was coming directly toward us. We honked, flashed the lights, nothing. It mirrored everything we did. When it stopped, we stopped. When we blinked, its headlights flickered in rhythm. I leaned forward and saw the impossible. It was our car. Same dented bumper, same cracked windshield, same stickers on the back window. Inside, two figures sat completely still. And when the headlights blinked again, I saw that one of them looked exactly like Aaron. My chest tightened as my own double turned its head, slowly, impossibly slow, and smiled through the glass. No blink, no life, just teeth in a human mask of calm. Aaron got out before I could stop him. The moment his boots hit the asphalt, the sound was wrong, stretched, echoing for too long, like the road wasn't letting it fade. He walked toward the twin car. I saw him kneel and peer inside, and his body started trembling, twitching in jerks, like static caught in flesh. I yelled his name, but the sound barely escaped my throat. Etunetum is smiling that same wrong smile, and said, "I think I understand now." Then everything went black. The headlights died. The stars blinked out. There was nothing. Not even silence, just a thick, humming emptiness pressing against my chest. When I woke, the sun was rising. My car was parked beside a dead tree. Aaron was gone. There were no footprints, no signs of struggle. Only 3 words written across the fogged windshield. "Keep driving forward." My hands shook as I started the engine. I drove until my eyes burned, but every direction led me back to that same dead tree. Ober and ober, no end, no map, no way out. By nightfall, the sky had turned a strange, dark red, and shapes moved at the edge of the horizon. Human silhouettes with faces too long, limbs too thin, crawling closer with each blink. I screamed, closed my eyes, and when I opened them, Te Weragone. But the air still vibrated, whispering, almost chanting, "Keep driving." I recorded everything. My phone caught every second. When I played it back later, I expected to hear my own terrified voice. Instead, it was Aaron speaking. "You shouldn't have followed me here," he said. "This place doesn't let go." His tone wasn't right, too calm, too steady, like something wearing his voice. That's when I realized he hadn't vanished. He'd become part of the road. That night, I saw a flickering sign in the distance. A motel glowing under blood-colored light. I stumbled toward it, desperate for any sign of life. Inside, a man stood behind the counter, skin stretched too tightly over his skull, smiled too wide, eyes too empty. He asked, "Back again?" Like I'd already been there. When I ran out, the car was gone. Only Aaron's camera lay in the dust. I picked it up, trembling. The last footage showed him whispering to the lens, "It's beautiful here. You'll understand soon." Then he turned the camera toward the road, and something was crawling across it, pale, faceless, moving wrong, its joints bending backward. When it raised its head, I saw two black holes where eyes should have been, and inside them, my reflection. I dropped the camera and ran until my lungs bled. The authorities found me 3 days later, dehydrated, muttering nonsense coordinates that led nowhere. They said there was no silent stretch, just a broken service road ending in dirt. I moved cities, changed my number, tried to forget. But the road didn't forget me. Some nights, my phone buzzes with messages from an unknown number. Just Hepes, beans, each one in a different country, a different landscape. Every time I check, the coordinates lead to an empty road. The latest message came last week with a photo attached. It was Aaron, smiling. He stood beside a sign that said mile marker 0. His shadow was waving. I deleted the photo, but that night, I heard tires crunching outside my window. When I looked out, twin headlights glowed at the end of the street, waiting. They flickered twice and vanished. The next morning, I found footprints of road dust across my floor. My door was unlocked. My reflection doesn't move right anymore. Sometimes it delays. Sometimes it smiles before I do. I don't dream like I used to. When I close my eyes, I'm back on that road, sitting in the passenger seat while Aaron drives. It looks at me, eyes black and endless, and whispers, "Almost there." Then I see it ahead. The same car, coming straight toward us. Inside that other car, I see myself screaming. The lights collide, blinding, burning. And when I wake up, my bedsheets smell like gasoline. He wanted an adventure. Now he's somewhere I can't follow. But maybe that's what this place wants for me to try. Because every night, I hear him closer. Not from outside, not from my phone, but from behind the walls, from the mirror, from inside my voice. He tells me to finish the journey. Sometimes I wonder if I already did. The road hums in my ears when the world goes quiet. The air tastes like dust and engine oil. I don't know if I'm still here, or if I ever left. But if you ever see a perfect, straight road that isn't on any map, if your headlights catch another car that looks too familiar, don't stop. Don't blink. Don't look too long. Because once it sees you back, you're already driving it. And when that happens, you won't need to find the silent stretch. It'll find you. Whisper fades. He wanted an adventure, and now he's somewhere I can't follow. Soft static crackles, then silence. If you're still listening, don't look behind you. The road doesn't like being remembered. But if you're brave enough to see where it leads next, click for the next story before it decides to write you into it.